New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round. Standing 6'5", it's Josh Allen. Play action. Now it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Allen, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Now let's take a look here at the Bills offense.
And what a tough environment to roll into. On the road, playing one of the better teams in the league, obviously, because this is the playoffs. So what do teams talk about? Bringing their own momentum, bringing their own...
It got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and the grab by Croft. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Defensively, here are the starters for New England. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Gore. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 31. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And now they'll throw with Allen. It's complete. It's Gore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Here's Allen to throw it. It's caught. Smith. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Allen now on 3rd and goal. He's got it. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career. But that will to win, he's had that probably since birth, and it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team. Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Wait, that's wide, 80. Mike 49. You better be afraid of me.
Sony Michel, his first carry. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
So many weapons on this offense, and we've seen them all season long score from any point on the field. But we all know playoff football comes down to playing smart. The game slows down, and it's harder to move it. So you've got to avoid penalties, avoid turnovers, and not let your emotions get the best of you.
On 2nd and 9, Brady, complete to Dorsett. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
53! 49! Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Wait, 20! We want this. Watch tight. Tight end right. Out. 5 down. Stand up in it. He's crashing.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January, but there's 20 other teams who wouldn't mind being on that road.
You're exactly right about that, but your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset now. How do you break it down so that you're not looking at this whole big road and say to yourself, we've got no shot? You break it down to this game right now, win that one, then worry about the rest of them after that.
And that's exactly right, and the staff told us that. They've been focusing with the players on don't look ahead, but that's hard to do sometimes, isn't it?
It is hard to do because the ultimate goal is to do what? Is to win a Super Bowl. So you have to look ahead a little bit, but you make sure you focus on the game at hand.
Now a delayed give to Gore. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Allen now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Have a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Allen. That one complete to Yeldon. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They come in as the 3 seed, and this will very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this one. But while they wanted one of those top 2 spots, they're still in a pretty good position.
They are, and let's face it, any team that gets into the playoffs, as far as I'm concerned, they're in a good position because they're doing what the rest of the league wants. A lot of people are sitting at home watching them, but you made a good point. Everyone is vying for one of the top 2 spots. You get an opening, you get a week off, don't have to play that opening week, and then you get a chance to collect yourself and see how everything else falls. But all in all, number 3 spot, they'll take it and run with it.
Well, maybe they get a win here and get some momentum. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the whip.
Hey, go 66.
Brady going to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. On the toss, here's Michelle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football, he's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Let's go, let's go. Number 53, line 53. I got it.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts?
It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 6-yard return after a punt of 48.
And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Cover!
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long.
To throw, it's Brady. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Let's go, let's go.
So we're at halftime of this AFC. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded about a yard deep. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Brady now on first down. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Brady's going to sneak it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Wait, that's 53. You.
Now this time, Brady will throw. Caught by the tight end, Watson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing now is Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, and that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson. there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, they run. Again, it's score. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Oh, yeah!
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Allen going to throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, 70 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. First down, here's White. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 38, Brady. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
set, 53.
Mike's 49. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Check it, reload.
On first down, it's White, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now he's forced out right. He's going to take off with it. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now Brady. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Able to get this to Gordon. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Brady. Gets it to Gordon. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They'll run on first down. White. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
Shift.
72.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He completes it to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Allen now looks to throw. And this one caught by Beasley. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Allen's throw is complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw again on second down. Allen. Complete to Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing now is Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Allen's pass complete to Robert Foster. Touchdown, Buffalo.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now back out comes the offense. Can't officially call this a win for them yet, but it's looking good to move on to the divisional round. They'll be on the road, of course, as an underdog. But the age-old question, would you rather have the momentum they're going to have or sitting at home with a bye? I'm sure you'd probably rather have the bye.
Well, you remember that conference call?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They're following the sack. They'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Check 99.
Brady going to look to throw. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Wait, set. 380.
Check.
Ozzy. Sugar.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Thomas has got it, complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Brady to throw. Then he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Brady again. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Running the toss here to White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. A big play here for the Bills. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also of little consequences. This game is over. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For